What's going on, y'all? It's Matt with the FF Mediators and the Face Off Sports Network, back with another rookie profile. This time on wide receiver Tre Harris out of Ole Miss, standing at 6'3", 210, a former first-team All-Conference USA from his time at Louisiana Tech, to this year being a first-team All-SEC wide receiver from Ole Miss with 60 receptions for 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. He is quickly rising up boards, I think, for people that are falling in love with Jackson Dart because he pops on tape. And that's what happened with me. I was watching Jackson Dart, and Tre Harris is just all over the place. I cannot wait to draft him. He's going to be a my guy for me. He's one of my favorite players in this cycle and probably my favorite wide receiver. Now, when you dive into some of his strengths, we first start with his separation. Now, Tre Harris is an elite separator, and he shows that all over the field at all times, and he has the ability to make a play. Here we see him as the inside wide receiver here against, I believe this is Kentucky. He cuts across the middle of the field, splits the defenders, goes straight up the seam, and then finds a way to get in the end zone. He is a big-time player and a big-time prospect this draft cycle. Some people have him sneaking in the first round. I would not be surprised if he does. Certainly the combine can help him where he's going to hopefully participate in all the drills. I can't wait to see what he runs. He doesn't necessarily have that breakaway speed, and he's not going to force a bunch of missed tackles. But, man, his separation on his routes is really impressive. With a career yards per route run of 3.0, that's really good. We're looking for numbers higher than 2, and his time at Ole Miss is even better than that. In 2023, he had it at 3.17, and in 2024, it was 5.12. That is an absurd number, and that number goes into an insane number, too, if you put that just against man coverage. This guy is an absolute burner and route technician. He finds a way to get it done. He's got a big body. He has a good placement, too, where he finds a way to get his numbers shown to the quarterback, get his hands up, and attack the ball while it's in the air. He's got fantastic ability to have contested catches. Here we see him against Texas A&M with a great contested catch. He also had a ridiculous one-handed catch in this game, too. Tre Harris is just – he's everything, man. I really like him a lot. He uses his physical nature really, really well. I mentioned the contested catches a second ago. Like we saw, he has 43 contested catches in his career, which is more than Tet McMillan, and that's what we claim Tet to be the king at. This past season, he was 20th in yards after the catch. But again, every single name that was above him on that list played 5 to 8 games more than him. So when he gets the ball in his hands, he finds a way to make plays. Here we see him against Wake Forest. Just look at that break. Just the defender doesn't have a chance. And then he goes up and secures the ball out of the air, just plucks it like it's nothing. I really cannot wait to draft him. Like I said, his real limitations are simply going to be that he can't run away from people and he doesn't have the ability to force a ton of missed tackles. He's not necessarily elusive, but his separation he creates in his routes allows for him to make up for that, to still have the ability to score after he catches the ball or make big plays. And I think he's going to make a bunch of those in the NFL. He reminds me a lot of Amari Cooper, just with how smooth his routes are and his ability to just pluck the ball out of the air and then continue running like it was nothing. And I cannot wait to see where he gets drafted. For me, in rookie drafts, he's falling at the end of the first round, or a lot of times you can get him in the second. I'm absolutely going to take him every chance I get. We'll have to see where he ends up getting drafted. Like I said, he had some injuries in 2024 that caused him to miss time, but I expect him to clear his physical and do just fine in the drills and hopefully rise his stock a little bit. If he starts to fall in the back of that first round or second round, I'm hoping for a good landing spot because it would be a dream for him to be matched with a good quarterback, because if he gets paired with someone who knows timing and rhythm, he's going to be dangerous in the NFL just based on his ability to create separation, solid hands, and create a play after the catch. He's my favorite prospect out of the wide receiver group, and I'm going to draft him everywhere I can. So be sure to let us know down below what you're doing with Tre Harris. What's your thoughts? Let us know if there's another player you want us to look into. We continue to pump out tons of Dynasty content and rookie profiles all the time. As we approach the Combine and the NFL draft, it's just going to continue to amp up. We cannot wait to keep going into this, so we'll see you next time.